IRS tried to hide emails that show tax industry influence over the free file program. Dateline October 29th at 5 a.m. from ProPublica. I think that's... Anyway, let's read about this. After ProPublica sued the IRS, the agency released emails that show it has allowed the tax preparation industry to write the rules. Are you kidding me? You shouldn't be shocked by this. It's the freaking swamp, dude. It's, what do they call it? Capture. They call it the capture. So basically, it's a revolving door, which is why I like AOC and Ted Cruz partnering up to say, let's stop this revolving door. It's, so capture is like, in this regulation capture, I can't remember what it's called. There's some economic term for it, where it's capture, where they say, all right, I'm going to go work in the IRS, and then I'm going to work for tax industry, then I'm going to go work for the IRS, and then I'm going to go work for the tax industry again, and just revolves a door. So it's capture, regulation capture, something like that. But anyway, it happens at every level of government, from Republicans and Democrats, everyone. That's why I don't get all these. That's why do you think there's so many right-wing, quote-unquote, types knee-deep in the swamp that hate the Trumpster? Because Trump is the only guy trying to stop this crap. Now, could he do a better job of it? Absolutely, absolutely. But you saw during the Bush and Obama administration just a revolving door. I mean, it's happened throughout history, man. But I never forget how many people from the Obama administration were on mainstream media, and then they went to work for the Obama administration. It was crazy. I mean, it's like they couldn't care less. They're like, yep, I'm going to work for Obama. What's his name? Jay Carney or something like that? Freaking from Time Magazine. The whole thing is such a scam, such a swamp. And that's why Bill Kristol and all these National Review, why they hate the Trumpster, because he was the one saying we're going to stop this revolving door. He hasn't done enough. Trust me on that. But I like the fact that Ted Cruz and AOC are getting together trying to fix that, and that's good. I like that. So anyway, ProPublica is a left, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure it's these guys, far left news organization. I actually think they get some government funding, which ticks me off. But I remember one time I was doing a seminar up someplace in New York, maybe it's I think we're Connecticut, and I was coming back on a Saturday night, and I had to bypass a GW Bridge and take the Tappan Zee Bridge, because if memory serves, that was the first day, the first weekend of Occupy Wall Street. And I remember there's going to be some issues on the GW Bridge where they're, who knows what the hell they're doing. But I can't remember what it was, but I just said, yeah, I'm going to stay out of the city, just go straight and avoid it. And taking the Tappan Zee as opposed to GW is a pain in the butt. But I wanted to avoid it. But I remember listening to radio, and as ProPublica, I'm sure it was, and they're interviewing some of the Occupy people, and I was just like, these people are nuts. And I didn't know anything about it. That was like 2011 or 12 or something. And I was living in New Jersey at that point, and lo and behold, not only were they nuts, but they became more and more prominent among the left. I said, holy crap, it's crazy. And so anyway, this is ProPublica. I'm sure it's the same group. Anyway, let's read this. It's a nonprofit newsroom that investigates abuses of power. Yep, sign up for ProPublica's big story newsletter. I think they get taxpayer dollars too. I do, and that ticks me off. Because if they can get taxpayer dollars from like NPR, why can't Reason Magazine get taxpayer dollars? All right, for a decade and a half, the IRS program to allow most Americans to file their taxes for free has been floundering. Now, IRS emails obtained by ProPublica help show why. For a decade and a half, so it was before Bush, it was before Trump, it was Obama 2008, so it's been, before Obama too. So it's during Bush. Don't forget, IRS corrupt as all can be, man. We know that under Obama. We know it. Corrupt. Lois Lerner, that name should go down in infamy, but she should be in jail. But man, I'll probably get audited as reading this. Now, IRS emails obtained by ProPublica help show why. The agency has allowed the tax preparation industry to write the rules. The IRS has tried to hide the documents from public view, initially withholding more than 100 pages of emails between agency officials and industry reps in response to the Freedom of Information Act filed in April. The agency released the emails this month only after it got sued. Look, man, I love the fact that ProPublica is doing this, but where were you during the Obama administration, ProPublica? Why weren't you suing for Lois Lerner and all those other freaking ass clowns who are going after free people to form a government. Now, this is why we got to get rid of all tax deductions. The point was Lois Lerner did not want to grant a 501c3 to right-leaning, I hate to even say charitable groups. And so because of that, if you donated to those groups, you did not get a tax deduction. But you shouldn't get a tax deduction anyway. Why? And this is what I always said. Why should getting a tax deduction be what decides for you to contribute to a political group or whatever it is, an advocacy group? They should get rid of it all. Take out the IRS ability to manipulate that to begin with. Say you can donate all you want, you're just not getting a tax write-off. But they don't. I don't know why Republicans are the ones getting the short end of the stick here, and they should be after that. Say no, we're going to get rid of all tax deductions for donating to corporate or corporatist type entities that just happen to be 501c3. This year, as part of our coverage of the IRS and TurboTax maker Intuit, we filed a request for correspondence between the two, the IRS and the Free File Alliance, which is an industry group. The request sought records surrounding a public-private partnership called Free File. Under that program, which has long been championed by Intuit, the IRS agrees not to create its own tax filing system that would pose a threat to the industry's profits. In exchange, Intuit and several other tax prep companies agree to offer free tax filing to most Americans. But the program has been declining for years, with less than 3% of eligible Americans actually using it. The email correspondence sheds lights on a pivotal moment for the future of the Free File. In the fall of 2018, an expert body called the IRS Advisory Council has spent months investigating the program. It was preparing to publish a blistering report concluding that the IRS's deficient oversight and performance standards for the Free File program put vulnerable taxpayers at risk. All right. Well, there you go. Look, I'm not shocked. I don't want to read the rest of it, but just for the love of the good Lord, anytime there's a government corporate partnership, it's fascist in of itself, without question. And yet under a Bush, Obama, Trump, they're all letting it happen because we know what happens. The Obama administration, the Bush administration, the Trump administration, their underlings get paid to work for the IRS and turn around and go to corporate America and vice versa. It's the way, and the military is the worst. The education is the worst. It's just the way it works. And they just got to put a stop to all that crap. So anyway, I don't expect it ever to happen. But hey, good job for ProPublica, showering us with this info. I'm sure it'll go down and it'll be dug and hit under the carpet, and we'll never hear from it again. All right, we'll see you.